So in this video, I'm going to share with you the uniquely effective techniques I've developed for obtaining and maintaining optimal spinal health. For instance, if your neck or back have gone out, causing pain and potential immobility, if you've suffered an injury in your hips, your back, or your neck, or if your neck is tight and stiff from hunkering over a desk, a computer, a steering wheel, or whatever the reason, these simple and effective techniques can benefit you. Welcome to 5 Minutes to Feel Good, where feeling good fast is where it's at. I'm your host, Seema Simone, and I'm excited to be with you on this journey of optimal health and well-being fast. Today, I'm going to introduce you to one of my favorite tools for feeling great fast. It goes by many names. I like to call it a dowel. It's also known as a staff. Sloppy, I know. I got that from a Jackie Chan movie. I wonder if Mr. Chan is familiar with the hidden benefits of the dowel. If he's not, you ought to let him know, and let everyone else you know how great this is after you do it for yourself. Now, this dowel, this staff, one of my friends calls it a bliss stick after I demonstrated these techniques to him. And another name is a common broomstick. Yes, check it out. I unscrewed, you can see it, I unscrewed the brushes of my broom off this stick. And it's my favorite dowel to use for the techniques I'm about to show you. This is a good time to pause the video and see if you have a broom that unscrews so you can get started feeling great in your body with me here, now, today. When you get your broomstick, if you happen to have one at home, you can clean it with a non-chemical cleaner. For instance, your basic vinegar, thieves oil, if you know what that is. If not, I'll talk about it in another video. Soap and water, dry it off real well, get it nice and clean, and then come back and join me. So go pause, go see if you have a dowel, clean it up, and I'll be right here waiting. And if you don't have a dowel on hand, you can get one at the hardware store. And don't worry about it right now, because if you pretend you're doing what I'm about to do, it'll still help you. That's one of the miraculous, wonderful things about the body. So the first thing I'm going to do with this dowel is I put my hands face out away from my body, like so. And I have a relatively firm grip. Not too hard, not too soft. Just enough to where if I don't want to move my fingers, I don't have to. And if I want to move them out a little bit, I can. This is a resistance type stretching. And I'm going straight up. See, I'm going straight up and slightly back to open my chest and get some oxygen in. First thing, take a deep breath. Oh my God, feels good already. Yep. And I'm sliding my hands further apart slowly as I move further back with the dowel to where I can come all the way back and down with it. Now, don't you do that. If this is your first time and you're not comfortable or you're not stretched out or something, don't do it. Don't do anything that you can't do comfortably, because you can always develop your skills and get better, for one. And for two, I don't want you to hurt yourself. This is supposed to feel good the whole way through, all the way. So, and the reason I do a resistance stretch is it's not a flaccid stretch. So it tonifies the body as well. We can do this one again. You don't have to go down on your knees. I'm simply doing that so you can see me in the video. And pull it back, take a deep breath. Hands are going further and further out. Just only go back as far as you can. That's comfortable. And you can even bring it straight down and rest the dowel on the back of your shoulders. The next thing we're going to do is this section here where the spine adjoins with the head. There's a big U shape right here, and that's called the gateway to heaven in Chinese medicine. Ooh, don't you like that name? I do. Gateway to heaven? Yeah, I want to know about that. Well, for one thing, it reflects what you do here reflects in your sacrum. And what you do in your sacrum reflects and helps and supports your neck. So we're going to start with the neck first. We're going to take the dowel. We're going to place it behind our head. And we're going to push in and up. In and up. In and up. In and up. And each time I'm doing it, I'm going further and further up the top of my neck. In and up. And just going up. Now I've turned slightly to the side and I'm starting to work another set of muscles. And the dowel can reach in all these nooks and crannies as well as directly put pressure right on the muscle. One of the things you can do is get into a position like this, and with your leverage, you're pressing forward on the dowel and your head's pressing backwards, and breathe into it and hold it. That's kind of helping the muscle, like acupressure. We're going to do the other side, get that same angle. Push in. Now I just felt my neck crack. I already got one crack in there. When you do this, you can do minor spinal adjustments. You can actually do minor cranial sacral with this, for those of you who know what that is. So now I'm pushing in and up, and I'm holding in this position here, and just pushing in and up. One of the things that you want to do is begin to tune into your body and what your body needs. So if your body wants you to hold it in one spot and just breathe into it, then do that. If it wants gentle pressure or strong pressure, tune in and listen, because it will tell you what it needs. And what it needs will shift and change from time to time. So developing that ear and listening really well to your body is an excellent step towards wellness fast. Okay, so sometimes right now I'm holding it at the base of my spine. I'm pushing in and up, and I'm rocking my head. And as I rock my head, the dowel naturally moves up my spine. Up my spine. Oh my gosh. This is feeling good. And I just got another crack. Just got another crack in my neck. At this time, I'm doing a slightly circular motion, if you can see that. There's a number of different moves you can do, and we'll be going through them. And I just got 2 more cracks in my neck, and I'm now at this time I'm doing a press up and brush, a kind of a brush motion. There's all kinds of emotions all kinds of emotions you can feel, and all kinds of motions you can actually do with the dowel. Now at this time I'm getting an extra stretch on my side rib cage there while pressing in on my shoulders. Feels good. I hope you're doing it, and if you're not, I hope you're imagining doing it. Take a deep breath through your nose. It's always good to breathe in and out of your nose for the most part. I know a lot of people say in your nose and out your mouth, but I learned from ancient Ayurvedic teachings that in and out your nose is optimal, and your mouth is for talking and eating. And ever since I've been doing that, I actually feel better. I really like it. And having been a person that's had a lot of high anxiety, remembering to breathe is really good, and breathing in and out of the nose has been very grounding for me. So I recommend it. Now I'm getting an even larger stretch in this arm. This side of my body, my yang side, my masculine side of the body, has tended to be the side I'm stretching at the moment, has tended to be tighter than my yin side of the body, my feminine side of the body. And I'll talk more about why I use those phrases, yin and yang, to describe the body, but down the road in another video. Oh my, oh my. Okay, this is really good. So again, just follow what you feel. I'm just going in there. Now I'm going to bring the dowel up to the top of my head. I know that was an abrupt shift, but that's how my body goes. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, enough on that. Let's go to the next thing. And I'm just going to comb it down the back and the sides. Get all the meridians on the top of my head and my brain activated. Feels great. Just comb it down. Feels great. A lot of times, sometimes I like to go ahead, back up to the first position and stretch again. Get that oxygen in there. Yep. And moving, wiggling other parts of your body helps loosen things up. You know, it's like I said, the gateway to heaven, as above, so below. And you want to keep it all working together and nice and loose. So now I'm going to slowly drop the dowel down, and I'm going to start to brush my shoulders, the back of my shoulders. My, what are those called, where you have wings come out? Shoulder blades? Yeah, those things. Here we go. I'm just brushing them. Let me tell you what, this feels so good. You know those nights you're home with your honey, and you're all, honey, can I have a massage? And your honey's like, well, what are you going to do for me? And you're like, oh, you know what I'm going to do for you. And your honey's like, yeah, I've heard that before. You always just fall asleep. You know, you don't have to do that anymore. All you got to do is pick up your dowel, your bliss stick, your staff, your stretcher sizer, your massager sizer, whatever you want to call it. And, well, you can give yourself a massage very easily. It's wonderful. It's very handy. So, this is such a good spot to reach. You can do all kinds of things with it. I'm going to come back and show you in just a second because I want to pop up here. Now that I've got that kind of loosened up, we're going to go back to it. But I'm going to pop up onto my actual muscles in the shoulder here. I know they have a technical name. I'm not sure what it is. Somebody knows. You can type it in the comments. So we're going to work right here. So what we want to do is, you're holding the dowel regular, and you just let go with one hand, put it behind you, and with your hand facing your butte, go ahead and grab the dowel, right? And we're going to stretch it. Oh. So stretch and hold. If you have an injury, again, don't do what I'm doing, or work very, very gently, a little bit at a time. It'll bring circulation. What we're working on is these traffic jams that get stuck in our body all over the place, and that's where toxins build up and things get stiff in our joints, these traffic jams. And we're coming in with this dowel, and we're basically, it's like we're adding more lanes into the traffic so that all of a sudden the traffic can get moving again, and everything can be flowing. All the lymph, the blood, the oxygen, the nutrients, all can be flowing. So that feels really good, not only on my arm, it's also pressing in on my shoulder and giving it some release. Now while I'm in this position, I'm going to get a hook right under my my wing back there, my shoulder blade, and right in that nook and cranny, and I'm simply going to hold it and breathe into it. I feel it. It feels good. Sometimes the pain is good. It's not super painful. This is not a super painful practice. This is a blissful, easy, lovely, feel-good practice. Yep. Okay. See my body just naturally likes to move around, and yours might too. So I got it in there, and it just doesn't want to move out of this position. It's pressing in, and it feels like hanging out. You could also seesaw the dowel in this position. You could seesaw it up and down, seesaw like that. I still have this need to just press and breathe. Excellent. Now in the same position, I'm going to brush like this and get some more relaxation in those muscles that get all tight and stiff. And then I'm going to switch hands. Boom, boom, boom. I'm just going from one to the other. My palms are facing forward. I'm taking this one. My palm is facing my butt. And I'm coming down here. Oh, yes. Look at how high you can get that. And then I'm going to come here. This feels good. So good. Another thing that helps the energies move and help you ground into yourself, into your body, aside from a lot of deep breathing, is making sound. Moaning, groaning, let's see, exhaling with sound, any kind of sound. It doesn't have to be pretty. So, so long, right now this feels really good, so I'm like, that feels good. But sometimes you're doing it, it doesn't feel good. You might be like, oh God, oh, that hurts, especially if you're releasing a lot of toxins, it's going to be like, ugh. And that's good, because those toxins are going to release faster if you make sound to express how it feels. That's always good. Oh my God. Okay, so now, coming out of it, I've got to do my neck again and relax it. Because a lot of things are adjusting as we go. And I like to come back to the neck and make sure it's all getting real fluid and everything's flowing. And I also want to get the top muscles right here on the top. I'm going to get those and keep brushing, keep loosening everything up. Oh my God, this is so good. So good. I love it. So good. I hope you're loving it. I really do. It really feels good. Okay. Now we're going to come back. We're going to come down a little bit lower. Again, my hands are facing forward. And right now I'm massaging my kidneys, my liver. This is so good for you. Yep. And if I have any points in my back that feel a little out of place, I start working the dowel between my spine. And I'll do different moves at any different time. This is like a rocking move. And as I'm rocking, I'm going from vertebrae to vertebrae, back and forth, up and down. See, I'm getting lower as I rock, lower. And then you can come back up. Well, I like to brush on the way up, actually. I like to rock down and brush up. Again, that's what tuning in your body lets you know, all the unique nuances of what's going to feel good. Sometimes I'll rock, sometimes I'll brush, go back and forth. I'm pretty sure you're getting the picture by now. Okay, so get that sacrum. This is the other stairway or gateway to heaven. As above, so below. So we're going to get that really good. And again, when I'm doing this, I like to keep stretching. Keep getting that oxygen in. So I kind of did that in a funny way. I didn't let go, but I'm really limber. See, I just grabbed it like this and went up, and my hands facing in a kind of a funny way. But you can just let go and take it up like this and stretch like that. There's no exact technique. The main thing is to feel good while you're doing it. That's really pretty much what it's about. keep getting that oxygen in there, keep stretching, keep opening everything up. Keep visiting the neck. So this is your basic neck and shoulders and back exercise. I'll be joining you again soon and demonstrate some meridian exercises with this. No, cut that out. Cut that out. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going and do the whole routine. This isn't a 5-minute video. I will be doing 5-minute videos. In fact, I'll be going live so that you can do this with me. 5 minutes on a regular basis. If I can do it every day, I will. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to come back down here, get my sacrum a little bit more. Here, let me fix my shirt. Make it easier. Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. Oh, that feels so good. Oh, my God. Loosen up. Yes, I love it. Oh, God, that feels good. It's like a dog who's like scratching an itch. You're like, it's so good. Oh, my God. It just feels good to get circulation, let me tell you. Now, here, let me get this chair to help me. The next thing I like to do in the full routine is the meridians that run up and down the legs. This is the outside meridian, and I'm brushing up. This actually helps your stomach. I know this one because I've had a lot of stomach issues, and this helps get all your stomach juices flowing. If you feel pain in any spot, and again, we're running right up the side of the leg. If you feel pain, like I do right there, that point has some kind of number, L36, or I don't even know, but just hold it there, breathe into it, rub it, because that spot needs some help. That's why it's hurting, and you're going to bring circulation to it. You're going to get rid of that traffic jam, and it's going to start to feel better. Everything's going to start flowing. So we're just rubbing that. That one really hurts for me right now. Hurting in a good way because I'm giving it attention and pressing it. And oh my God, it really hurts. I can really feel it. So I'm holding it there for a little bit, giving it a little extra care, extra love. And then I'm going to come up and do the side of my leg up here. And yes, that feels good. You can also do the inside of your leg and come up this way and get that all moving. And if you put the dowel underneath and behind, you can do the back of your leg. Oh, this one is the worst for me, and this one's the spleen, and it really, really hurts. I don't know what meridian runs up the center, if any does, but the spleen, oh my God. This is why I have to do this every day, because if I let this go, it's going to get worse and worse. That traffic jam is going to turn into a pileup, and that pileup's going to turn into a bigger pileup, and that's a big old mess to clean. And if no one comes to clean up the mess, that road's going to shut down. And that's what happens in our bodies. So we want to keep it flowing, even if it hurts. This is the most painful spot on my body. Oh, well, that's good. Now I know my spleen needs help. I'm going to do the other leg. You can do it with me, I hope, or keep imagining that you're doing it if you don't have a dowel, and get to a hardware store and get yourself one of those brooms that unscrew and start feeling good, better, great. We're going to do the back again. Oh my gosh. That's the spleen. And the inside. That's the basic routine with the dowel. I like to do a lot of other things, and I'm going to share those in videos with you as we go. And if you like the content, if you find value in what I'm sharing, I hope you will please click on that like button and subscribe to my channel, 5 Minutes to Feel Good, so that you can continue getting great videos that'll teach you lots of tips and tools to obtain and maintain optimal health fast. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you have any questions or comments about what we're doing here today, please let me know. I'm happy to answer anything. If there's something you want to see in particular, something you're interested in, that you want to learn some more about along the lines of health and wellness, and this is going to be physical health, mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, wellness in all manners of our lives, because they all count and they all add up to feeling great. So if you have any questions or you're interested in anything, please let me know in the comments. And I'd like to know if you have anything that you do for your neck and back, if it goes out, to help you feel better. And I think everybody out there would love to know, if they're like me, all the secrets and tips and tricks and tools they can get their hands on to continue improving their life and feel great. Take good care, breathe deep, drink water, and we'll see you again soon.